Hi Rumians, I'm Druzhnik. Thank you for being here and welcome back to another episode of Let's Try Tuesday. This time with a game called Biotope, Aquarium Simulator. This game is a simulation game, first and foremost. That's something I really want to let you know. This game is currently in early access on Steam, and I want to thank the developers for providing me with a key to try out the game. I'll tell you why in a second. Now, I'm going to start a new game here. It'll look like this. The other background that you saw before was the background of an aquarium that I had already made before, but we're gonna start a fresh one. I'm gonna call myself Druzhnik. That's who I am. We'll do the tutorial tank so that you know how this game works. We'll do it with soft water. The other ones are not options that you can choose from yet. Okay, so we have our tutorial tank. Now, I'm really excited about this game because I am a huge aquarium enthusiast. I don't know if I've ever shared that with you before, but I am. So let's start with a filter. And I'll explain all the things and all the stuffs while I'm doing it. Now, I usually have external filters in my aquariums, but here we are required to have an internal one. So let's just do that. I put them somewhere in the back corner, as high up as I can usually. And turn them on. And I think in this case the nozzle can be straight so that it just moves the water around. That's necessary for the freshness of the water, basically. Still water kind of dies off quickly. Now we have to insert a background. That's always a lot better. I do like to change the substrate because I like sand, but I don't think that the game wants us to do that at this point, because we need to buy 5 decorative stones. Let's buy 2 of these. I don't have an aquarium right now, unfortunately, but I did have them for many years. And it's itching again. I would like to have another aquarium again. I really love them. Now we need 5 plants. Okay, so this is basically the kabamba. It's called the Carolina fanwort, but enthusiasts of aquariums call it kabamba. It's a very easy plant which grows usually in the back of the aquarium because they go quite high up. So let's buy 2 of them. They're easy plants to grow, and they make a lot of oxygen, which is good. And they do need a lot of CO2, but that's good. They eat it. They eat it. They need it. I'll get 2 of those guys. The Ludwigia. And then 1 Vallisneria. That's a tall one, too. So, what do you want me to do next? We need a heater. Are we going to get the heater? Nope. We need 5 tetrafish first. Okay. So these are the tetras we can choose from. I always had these in my aquariums, but I like these one too. So I'm going to get 5 of these guys. They are school fish, so you need to have multiple species in a tank, and they like to school together. Literally. Okay, now we need a heater. 150 watts. I think that's this guy. Go away. Go away. Can't see it. Oh yeah, 150 watts. Boom. Can we put everything in now? Probably we can. Yes. Okay. We'll put you here. I'm gonna put. Can you like fall on top? And oh yeah, we'll have a little hidey hole here. And then you can be a flat stone, kind of here. With you next to it, and you can be here. Now the plants. I'm assuming. Yes. I'm going to put the kabamba here in the back, just as I said. As you can see, they're tall. So if you put them in the front, you won't be able to see what's behind them. That goes in real life too. Vallisneria is long too. Oh, this specific one is quite small, but they go up quite rapidly in real life. I don't know how they do it in the game. I'm going to put this guy here. You smaller. I'm going to put you there. That's pretty. Yeah. That looks good to me. Now, put the heater in the aquarium. Put it over... can I put it in the back so that I don't see it? Yes, I can. Okay. we need to open the heater, turn it to 25 degrees. That's kind of warm, if you ask me. But we'll do it. I usually keep it to like 23. It also depends on the fish, of course. Activate time-lapse until the water temperatures reach at least 20 degrees. So now it is at 18. 20! Good job! Filter's doing its thing. Place fish into the aquarium. Plop, 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 plop. Look at them banding together. They're so pretty, though. Look at that. Ah. Navigate to medications, find the fish food. Put 0.2 grams in. Okay. Ba-da-da-da-ba-da. Well, that was the tutorial. Oh, look at that. You can turn the tank. Cool. So, that was the tutorial. I think we can look here. We can see more quests. Time-lapse. If you're impatient to see how things develop, use the time-lapse feature. But be careful, it is easy to overlook deteriorating conditions while time-lapse is active, only to find that your fish are ill or worse. So we need 2 live fish in the same tank, 2 plants, time-lapse mode activated and held for 30 seconds. Let's do that, because I think that we already meet the first one. Yes. So let's speed it up. We'll feed the fish again in a day. 0.2 grams. The nutrients go down here. That's not the only thing. Oh, happy fish already completed, really. Oh yeah, it was 30 seconds, right. Oh, that was time-lapse. Oh, hang on. Wait. No. We didn't. We didn't finish it. Oh, I just had a new quest come up. Have at least 5 live fish. 5 among these having a stress level below 20% and hold for 5 days. Okay. Are you... Yeah, you're stress-free. Okay, let's go. So we have 2 quests ongoing right now. I got confused for a second there. It happens. Let's feed them again. Now, normally when you set up a new tank, you have to wait for about 4 weeks for the water to be in good enough quality to put fish in. The reason why is because tap water is usually quite fine for fish. The problem is, as soon as you put in live organisms, plants, but mostly fish, they start producing waste. So plants have leaves that fall off, for example, and die. Fish poop. And that, they don't have a trash can, so that goes down to the bottom. And basically there are 2 things that can be done to get rid of it. Bacteria can eat it, and that takes time. Or you can suck it out with a little aquarium vacuum cleaner. So when the organic waste, to say it nicely, is here on the bottom, it starts producing, I think, if I remember correctly, nitrites. And these are really dangerous for your fish. So you basically want a steady value of 0, because nitrite will basically kill your fish. Now, nitrates are a little less bad, but not much. So you want that value to be low as well. Let's go over the other things. Oh yeah, I'm going to change the temperature again to 23 because I think that that's better. So we have temperature here, and it depends on the type of biome you want to recreate, and the type of fish you put in there, and the type of plants you put in there, what kind of temperature you need. pH is the general acidity of the water, and I think 7 is usually seen as neutral pH. I think that is also the pH of our skin. And depending on if you go under 7, get more acidic, or over gets more, what is it? Alkalinic? Is that it? No, this is something else. Basic? I don't even know how it is in English. I know the Dutch versions, but I don't know. I'm a Dutch aquarian, not an English one. But yeah, pH is very, very important for your fish because it's the acidity of the water and it helps them survive or it kills them. The pH can vary greatly. pH of the water that comes from your tap can vary greatly across regions. So you always need to check your water first. Now, hardness is another important one. You have general hardness, which is basically usually the hardness that the water has that comes from your tap. You can change it a little bit, but if you want to do a lot of it, you have to, I think, work with osmosis and things, and that gets a little bit more difficult. So hardness is important for tank type choice. Temp. Now, carbonate hardness is easier to control, and I think that was the one that has a direct link with pH. Low carbonate hardness usually has low pH, and the other way around. So just a little bit about water conditions. Now let's look at, we still have happy fish ongoing. They're still happy. They need to be happy for 2 more days. Let's see if they are... Yeah, so they don't need to be fed right now. They are on good weight. Now we can get a quest called Botanist. Besides fish, plants are also useful for an aquarium. Plants produce oxygen and look good while doing so. Keep 5 plants in one of your aquariums and make sure their stress level is below 20% for 5 days. So 5 plants, 5 below 20%. Hold them for 30 days game time. Whoops! And then we've got Grandpa's favorite. Your grandpa asks you to set up a tank with 2 famous submarine models. Get these models from the accessories section of the store and place them in one tank. So you need to do that within 3 days. You need to get the model in the wreck, place them in the tank, and hold for 3 days. I don't know if I can get them yet. Let me check. These are the stones. Oh, here. Okay. Model, level 2. Wreck, level 2. Okay, hang on. Where am I? Household. Oh, I'm still on level 1, like, really on level 1. So let's not accept that quest yet, because it'll run out before I get to level 2. Let's do these ones first. Now, I don't think the Carolina fan worked, so the Kabamba is happy. No. Because pH is too high for it to be happy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just buy new plants or additional plants. I do like this one. So let's get 2 of these, and I'll talk about that in a second. That makes 2 plants. Let's get another one of those guys. Because I think you guys are happy, and you're happy. Yeah, we can even get the Vallisneria. But, let's see. These guys are plants that go up the front because they're really small, as you can see. So these are good plants to put in the front. There's a high variety between the size of the plant that you get when you buy them. Yeah. Okay, so now we should have 5 happy plants in this tank for a botanist. Yep. So that's good. Now, what was I going to talk about? I already forgot about it. Oh yes, oxygen and CO2. So plants are very helpful for your oxygen and carbon cycles. They need CO2 to grow, and they produce oxygen, which your fish need, of course, to live. So what you can do to increase CO2 levels in your tank, there's a very delicate balance that you need. It also depends on the light that you have and the amount of nutrients that you have in your aquarium. But if you don't have basically the perfect balance in your tank, you get, instead of your plant growing, you have algae that start to grow. And that's something you want to prevent. Now, in order to get more CO2 into the tank, which allows plants to grow instead of algae, because they don't really need much to grow, you can either buy these, huge, very expensive tanks that have CO2, and you can put that in your aquarium, but you can also make it yourself, and that's what I always did. I am going to let them run a little bit faster. I'm going to feed them too. Just a little bit. So, I used to have a plastic bottle, like a bottle from, soda, and you put lukewarm water in to get the reaction going, sugar, and simple baker's yeast. Simple yeast. Now, that reacts with each other, and that makes alcohol, which stays in the bottle, and CO2. And if you have a little tube that goes from the bottle, which is outside of the aquarium, and into the aquarium, you can have a steady flow of CO2 coming in. Not too much, but a steady flow to help your plants grow. And every once in a while, you just switch out the bottle, get a new, basically CO2 factory up and running, and do it that way. That's a really cheap way to do it. Very effective, and it teaches you a little bit about chemistry. And it also teaches you how stinky those bottles become after a month. But you know, it's all good and fun. It's all good and fun. Okay, so 2 more days for these for this thing. So let's speed up the game a little bit more. I want that achievement. Ooh, we got our first week done here. We got some level 1 budget, the electricity bill, and we got a bonus for happy fish and plants. Sweet. Sweet. Oh, quest completed. Happy fish. How about you? How are you doing? 4 more days. Okay. So let's feed the fish again in case they are hungry. And let's see if we got to level 2 maybe. That'd be great. Household. Nope, not yet. We need more. Okay. So I can't do Grandpa's favorite. I need to finish botanist first. So let's speed it up a little bit more. Our fish are fine. So that is good. Now I've had 3 different tanks in my life. I've had a really small one, a square one, and I had shrimp in that tank. That one was really difficult to maintain because the smaller your tank, the harder it is to keep the biome going. Let's accept this quest. Because there's just not a whole lot to balance with. But there is a lot to balance. So small tanks are very, very difficult to find the right ecological balance or whatever you want to call it. Big tanks, much easier. They have, you know, higher degrees of things that can go wrong, basically. So let's go and get those submarines. Bye. Bye. Da, 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 da. Oh, wrong button. Keep pressing the wrong button here. Okay, I'm gonna put you here. And you're gonna go here. There we go. Look at that. I don't really put things like that in my own tanks. I usually only have natural things. But that's okay. So we have this going for us. That's gonna take a while. Yeah, so I had a small tank. Then I had a 60 centimeter tank. That was the very first tank I ever had. And that was nice. It was a good learning experience. What I also learned there was something I really, really like. I usually also have, you can get them in the game too, some of this type of natural mangrove root. And it does color your water a little bit, and it lowers pH and carbonate hardness. Actually, general hardness too, I see here. Good. But it's pretty. And I used to fixate that to the top of the tank, and it would just hang down like a natural root. And I think there's a background that kind of simulates that here. Oh, let's get the sand substrate too. Yeah, this one. This is the Amazon background. Let's put that in, because it's pretty. So yeah, but that would be a real one that would hang down there. And I also want the sand substrate. Oh yeah. Yeah, pretty. I think it's beautiful. I think it's really pretty. Okay. So, now that we've done that, let's see. Multitasking. Each aquarist must be able to handle different things at the same time. Prove that you are able to handle 3 tanks with at least 10 fish each. Ooh, I don't think you can afford 3 tanks just yet. From scratch. Set up a new tank and wait for water values to reach a state where fish and plants can survive. That's cool, but I don't think we have the money for that. Lake Malawi, a very different type of tank. One of Africa's natural wonders. This lake is home to more species of fish than any other lake in the world. Try to recreate Lake Malawi's rocky environment by setting up a tank that consists of at least 10 different rocks and stones. Avoid placing plants in this tank. It's really nice. Fetishist. To better understand a certain species, it can help to focus on the species and study their peculiarities and needs. To succeed in this quest, you must own 20 fish of the same species living in your tanks. We might actually be able to do that, although I think it would oversaturate the fish. Child's play. A birthday party in your neighborhood is coming up tomorrow. Impress the kids by showing off a pirate theme in one of your tanks. Browse your local aquarium store and find the right stuff to finish this quest. Remember, the party is tomorrow. Okay. We need to own pirate set pieces 1 through 7, and they need to be in the tank. Let's see if we can get that. La la la. Is this a pirate set piece? No. This? Yes. 24 euros. Plus 8's 32. What's that? Pirate set piece 6. 250? Okay, there's no way we can do that. No way we can do that just yet. I guess we'll just have to wait. But I think we can get this thing. Piece of wood bark. Put that in. We'll have to wait with the quests, I guess. Here. You can make like a thing to hide in for the fishies. There we go. Yeah. 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 Okay, let's see. 3. Oh, we have to wait. Can I speed it up? And then, can I get more plants yet? Oh, I can. Okay, hang on. The Aponogeton crispus. Crinkled Aponogeton. What do you like? Okay, you're gonna be bought. Then, you guys. Water wisteria. You would be good too. pH 6.5 to 7.5, 23 degrees water. Let's get that. And then here we have the Creeping Jenny. 5.5 to 8.5 and 15 to 24. Oh, this is a pretty easy plant, I suppose, to keep, although it prefers highlight and CO2 addition. So that is a risky thing. That makes it a little bit more difficult to maintain. We got a new week done. Oh, we got to level 2. Oh yeah, we knew that. Stress-free fish and plants, 3 euros bonus, and happy ones, 2 euros bonus. Okay. So let's put the plants in. Now, what I think I'm going to do, what I usually do is I get rid of the kabamba from the aquarium as soon as I can, because I simply don't like them very much. I don't think they are beautiful. Let's see what we want to do. Wrong button. How big are you? Oh, you're just a teeny tiny little planty. Okay, we'll put you here. Here. Oh, you're such a cutie. Okay, how big are you? Oh, you're big. Well, actually, you would fit here, maybe. We might not have to get rid of the kabamba. Although, you're kind of a medium plant, aren't you? Kind of medium. I mean, it's green in front of green. So it's not my favorite. You can't even see that one, but it is nighttime right now. Hang on, let me feed the fish again. Okay. Oh, now it's night again. Okay, daytime is really short when you put it on the fastest speed. How are you doing? Okay, we're doing it now. 3 more days. Let's see, let's look at the fish. Can we get new fish, maybe? Oh, what do they need? Ooh, they're really hungry. Hang on. We need to feed them huge amounts because they're starving. That better? Come on, guys. You need to feel better. No? Really? Feed you more? I can feed you more. It's no problem. Oh, wow. They are really hungry. Still not good? Wait a second. It should be fixed. For now. We fed them. Maybe it takes a while for the weight to add up. Okay, so let's look at new fish. Now, I had one... Didn't finish the story about my tank yet. I had one big tank. It was a meter tank. That was the third one. And it was beautiful. In that tank, I had the cockatoo dwarf. I don't know if it's cichlids or cichlids in English. But the Apistogramma cacatuoides. I had 1 male and 2 females. and they are really gorgeous. So I'm gonna get 1 male here, 2 females. They like to be, if you have 1 female and 1 man, he can chase her around a little bit too much and stress her out, basically. Yeah, that's what they do. Now let's see if there's a difference between them. Is there? We have 1 here. Who are you? Are you male or female? You're female. Okay. So you're female then too. I think. Where's the male? Oh, here. Here he is. So do I see a difference between them? Not really. Usually the males are more brightly colored than the females. If you look at our inventory now, these guys are still unhappy with me. There's a lot of nutrients though in this tank, look. I'm gonna stop now before things spiral out of control. Okay. Well, yeah, so let's continue to look at the fish. So those tetras are really nice. This is also the black neon tetra. This is, I think, a guppy. Yep, they breed like bunnies, basically. These are proper Malawi cichlids or cichlids, whatever you call them. They do not belong in this tank. They like plenty of stones and only a few plants. They need a different type of tank. Then we have, let's see, tetras guppies. The half-black angelfish, and they should not be kept in a tank like this because I think this one is 45 centimeters high, and these guys I think like at least 50 centimeter high tanks or even more, maybe 60 or something. They're quite big and triangular, and they don't like very low tanks, especially the discus fish. They need high tanks. Now, the next tank I want to get is bigger than a meter because I want to have the half-black angelfish. I really like them. I've never had them, but I think they're pretty. So that's on my dream list. But having a real aquarium is actually quite expensive. So, yeah, I have to save up. Most expensive is buying one. Buying the aquarium and setting it up. After that, it's not that bad, but it's still not easy. Still not easy. Now we need 3 more days. Oh, wow. Continue. How are these guys now? Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you see that? These guys died. Why? pH. Wait, why is my pH so low? Oh, we need to refresh the water. I think that's the problem. We haven't done that at all yet. Let's see, if we go to 20%. Oh man, I'm sorry guys. Let's buy new ones. Oh no, he's floating here. Oh, look at that. He died. He died. Sorry. Dispose. Where are the other 2? I don't even see them. Did they already get disposed of? Let's hope so. Oh man. Can we see where you are? Can I dispose of you through here somehow? Muerte. Oh, here. Here's one. Hey, click it. Where's the other one? I mean, surely. Shale. Oh, here. Dispose. Oh, man, that's sad. Well, experience, you said. Real life ones, you said. Oops. I mean, it can go this quickly, literally, if you're not paying attention to your aquarium. So this is a good lesson. I mean, these fish at least are not real. But it's a sad thing when it happens to real life fish. Okay, now we're good. We'll have to keep an eye on the pH here. See, that's what I said. pH can kill you. pH can't kill you. We should look at this too, though. Might have to go to the store and buy some, let's see, bacteria booster containing nitrifying bacteria. Yes. Maybe used to prevent buildup of high levels of ammonia and nitrite. Okay, good. Yeah. That's what I need. I'll put that in. You can see what happens. Let's see, just put 10 grams in. We need that to go down. But I don't really know how immediate the effect is. I mean, I think you should explain it to me though, right? 100 milliliters to tank a 150 liter tank. Well, this is not a 150 liter tank, but it's up there, 144. So, and we only put in 10 mils, so let's put in 80 more, I suppose. That should help in the longer run. There she goes and kills her fish. Good job. Good job, Druzhnik. Thank you. See, this temperature fluctuates, but that's fine. We do need to feed them. Okay, we completed Grandpa's favorite. So now, do we have a new one that we can do? No, not yet. Okay. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't mean to kill you. Okay, we're good though. We're good. We're fine. Can we get more stuff now? Did we unlock anything else? Nope, not yet. Okay. So, as I said, this game is in early access. It has the basics of what it needs, and I mean, I think it's quite difficult to code for the way that the water responds to the organisms that are in there and to whatever you can put in there to stabilize the water. And it feels quite stable to me right now, because in real aquariums you do need to refresh the water every now and then, like I think a percentage of about 10% every week, or if you don't do it as often, 20% every 2 to 3 weeks, something like that. That's what I used to do. But yeah, it that requires some extensive play testing. Now that the game looks relatively stable, what I would like to see as a gamer is more variety of everything basically that you can do and see. So hang on, let me discuss that with the lights on in the aquarium, because we can put it on screensaver mode, which is really awesome. Let's see. Screensaver mode pauses the simulation game time, so you can just watch it. And what I really like about this is it closely simulates the experience you have when you have a real aquarium, because I used to love to just sit there and watch it, look at it, just look at the fish, look at the things. I also had shrimp, by the way. I love shrimp. I'll talk about those too. So it just, you know, it's calming. You don't even need a TV when you have an aquarium, basically. So what I would like to see in this game, as it moves through early access and develops further and finally hopefully releases, is more types of fish that you can get. And not just random types. What I would like to see is fish that like to stay here in the upper regions of the tank. I don't know what their English name is, but there are fish that have a little bit of a triangular shape, but the top is flat. They like to stay up top, and they eat the flakes that are on top of the water. They're silver colored. Then there are fish that like to stay in the middle regions of the tank. The tetras that you see here are those types of fish. These guys usually are in both these regions mostly. So this guy is being weird, but they do go down as well. So middle region fish. I would also like to see lower region fish. And my favorites there are all the Corridoras. They are really awesome. They are fish that they kind of have, some of them have little types of beards, but not really. They just kind of burrow here. They just go like la 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 on the bottom. I mean, they don't really go into the sand, but they like to be down there. And there are also algae eaters that there are multiple types of those, but they often are very funny because they stick to the glass of your aquarium, and they just suck up the algae. They also eat the algae that is growing on your plants, for example. Really love those. So I would like to see fish in all types of regions. Now, what I would also like to see is more variety in the plants, and also including advice on where to put them. For example, the kabamba, put that, in the back, and the Vallisneria as well, even though this one is small. I would like to see the plants grow in your aquarium. By now, we should have already seen a difference in plant growth, and some of them perhaps should have died. Maybe this one shouldn't be doing very well, for example, because I think the pH for this one is too high. So that would be cool. Then some medium range plants, so that go kind of in the middle of your aquarium, and some front side plants, such as these guys. So the advice added to the description would be really cool, so that you kind of, know where to put plants, because when you buy new ones, they are usually all small. So if you don't know where to put them, it kind of makes it difficult. So that's something I would like to see. Now, the other thing I would like to see is more variety in the way that you can feed your fish. For example, those flakes that we put in now are often eaten by the fish that are over here. The Corydoras or the algae eaters like these tablets that just sink to the bottom, and they can stick themselves to them. He's like, yay! These guys, I used to feed those guys frozen food, basically, frozen larvae. It would be in the freezer, obviously, otherwise it wouldn't be frozen, and you would defrost it and put it in the water, and they would love to eat those. But there's also live fish food that you can give them. So more variety in the types of food would be really awesome. I would like to see external filters, because I don't like filters in my tank. I would like to see shrimp. And the reason why is because shrimp are amazing, but shrimp are also crazy. So remember I was talking about the root that grew or was hung from the top and was kind of like going here. And I had a shrimp or multiple shrimp that would sit kind of here in the upper region. And shrimp have antennas. And that shrimp, I think it was just one that used to do that. That shrimp just used to hit every fish that swam by with his antennas. He'd just be like, bam, bam, kill you! And, I mean, shrimp are so funny. They are literally crazy. So I would love, love, love to see shrimp. And they also move in a very funny way. They go like, I can't really explain it. You just have to see it. It's really funny. So I would love to see shrimp. Now, anything else that I would love? I think those are the main things. That would make the simulation even more realistic. It would also make it more educational. And I think one of the points of doing a simulation game is to aid in education. So having seen a lot of people put fish into their tanks way too early, before the 4 weeks have passed, before their biome is essentially stable, if you put your fish in too early, the nitrites build up because the bacteria can't handle it. The ones in the filter can't, the ones in the substrate can't, and your fish die. And that doesn't need to happen. Just like my epistogramma here that died because of the pH. That really doesn't need to happen. So I think this game can help people learn about aquariums. It's not a difficult hobby, but it is one that you need to be serious about and that you need to read up about if you want to do it properly. So these are all the kinds of things that I would like to see. So far, I'm really enjoying this. I mean, it looks gorgeous, and it is very calming. It is a very nice thing to look at, if you ask me. If you are interested in this game, you can find it on Steam. Still in early access, as I said, so there can be bugs, there will be changes. New things will be added, other things will probably be deleted. A lot of changes coming, but if you want to follow this game, you can find it on Steam, and I'll include a link in the description below. If you have any questions about aquariums, I could try to answer them. Put them down in the comments below. And yeah, I think I'm gonna cut this one here and just maybe keep looking at this aquarium for a while because it's just so nice. I hope you like it too. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this episode, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. That helps out immensely. New episodes in the Let's Try Tuesdays come out every 3 weeks on a Tuesday at 6 p.m. CET, and I will gladly see you next time.